Once I know where I'm going to college, everything is going to be easier. Just like, it's always going to be there in the back of my head that like, it's okay, I'm already in. Hi, my name is Ginger. My dream school is Wesleyan University. People always ask me why I want to go there, and I don't really know what to say. It was the first school I visited in September of my junior year. I was like, I can't visit one school and then be done. So I visited and I fell in love with it. I loved the people there, just the vibes. Everyone was so welcoming and everyone was smart, but they weren't obnoxious about it. I have visited other schools, I won't say any names, but when I hung out with some of the kids, they would be like, they'd say something stupid and they'd be like, oh, it's okay, we go to an Ivy. Like, they'd use that as their excuse to be dumb, and that kind of bothered me.
Well, my dream college is Barnard College in New York City. So it's a unique place. You get to have so many opportunities. Internships especially go to people that go to places like Columbia and Barnard, and it's just so cool, and like the bond that people will have because it's an all-women's dorm, you know, it's very different. And a lot of people like to judge that, but there's a special bond that we have, so it's gonna be very cool, and you get to meet so many new people. New York's a big place, so.
Georgetown is the dream. Because the area, Washington, D.C., I lived there for 2 months over the summer. It was absolutely wonderful. Fell in love with the city over my time there. They have some of the best policy education I think you can get, and they have all sorts of guest speakers. I mean, when you're in the area that is centered, around the government, you tend to have a lot of different people from both yours and other governments that come around, and they often do guest speaking at Georgetown, which I think is very, very valuable to someone who is internationally minded, I guess, such as myself.
So most schools are on the Common App, which is a website that basically makes it easier for the students and for the colleges to apply.
Most colleges follow the Common App, which is basically you just answer all the questions they want and you send it in with your transcript and your recommendations. And then after that, you're set.
Georgetown uses their own application, which is a little annoying, but they do it for a good reason, I feel.
Right now, I'm in the process of writing my Common App, single essay. After I write that, I work on my supplements, which I've gotten all the prompts and I've started looking at writing some outlines, but besides that, I just have to write those and then I'm done.
So early decision is a binding agreement that if you get into this school that you are going to go there, you are going to withdraw your applications to other schools and you commit to go to this school.
So I applied I'm going to apply ED at Barnard, basically saying that if I, for whatever reason, don't want to go to Barnard anymore, it's too late if I get in and I have to go because I signed the contract. So.
Georgetown does not offer early decision, they only offer early action, which means you can apply, you can get accepted, but if you do, you're not contractually bound to go there.
So I am applying early decision to Wesleyan. The application is due November 15th, which is about 2 weeks later than most early decision deadlines from other schools. And then I find out December 15th, a month after my application.
There are 4 or 5, I believe, different schools within the university. I'm bouncing back and forth between the School of Foreign Service and the regular college. I'm not exactly sure what I want to study. Something within the vein of political science or policy is my guess. It's all very up in the air. Right now, I don't really know what I will be doing in the future, what I want to do in the future. Right now I'm just focused on finding the school that I think is going to benefit me the most. So
for Wesleyan, I'm applying with a major of gender studies, which I'm excited about, and then I put down a minor in film studies. Overall, I'm interested in graphic design, gender studies, film, media studies, all those type of things. I do graphic design, digital manipulations with art and photography on Photoshop. I like to do that. In my art class last year I did that, and I also make geotags for Snapchat. I have zero clue what my major is. I really enjoy psychology and history. I've always done very well in both those subjects and they interest me more than any other subject. But I definitely know that I want to minor in dance only because I don't think I could live without it. I do Dance Etc. It's a club here,
and I do the ballet. The ballet is every Saturday you rehearse, and then you've got 3-4 shows total.
I think I have a good chance of getting into Wesleyan. I know my grades, my test scores, they all fit the requirements. It's not a stretch. They're very big on personality. They like community involvement, school involvement. They want you to be a good person. They don't just want you to be good at test taking.
I think it's a stretch, just a little bit. By nature, I'm not a very proactive person, we'll say. Guess I'm kind of lazy, we'll put it meanly. So as a result, my grades aren't as reflective of me as a student as what they should be, I feel. That being said, I think I have what it takes to definitely be a part of there. My testing scores are pretty good.
I would say that I'm positive that I'll get in, but if I don't, I don't. I mean, I know examples of people with the exact same scores as me and the same GPA that got deferred but then accepted, and then I know people that were above and beyond that who got accepted, and I'm just hoping that there are little subtle things that set me apart of that person that will let me get in over them.
I don't want to jinx anything, and I don't want to say like, oh, I'm definitely getting in, but I think I'm qualified. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm guaranteed an acceptance, because colleges are very unpredictable.
Will I get in early? I'm gonna guess no. Will I get in regular? Hopefully yes.
If I get deferred, it's gonna be like a punch in the stomach. You get all your breath knocked out of you, but you're not like that forever. You have to take a moment, catch your breath, and move on. And I'd have to get myself ready to go to start applying to a bunch more schools. So the process is very ambiguous itself, so I'm very ambivalent towards it. I'm excited that I get to move towards like a new chapter in my life and get to move somewhere and be my own person.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so what's today? Today's the 3rd, and we
12 days.
Yeah, just under 2 weeks for most of us, I think.
At least once a day, I think, more than once a day. 15 times a day I think about it.
Oh, I definitely
my palms sweat, and then I get nervous, and then I have to think about something else.
I have not put any thought into this whatsoever. I don't even know how I'm supposed to find out.
I have to get in. Like, I have to.
I believe that. 100%.
I refuse to believe that I won't get in, because like, that's where I need to be, and that's where I have to be, and I like, that's the only option. I'm getting in, and I have to think like that. And even if I don't like really believe that, like, I have to think like that, and I have to keep saying it out loud.
I feel 100% that if I don't get into Barnard, then I won't feel complete anywhere else. And even though I haven't seen every school that I'm even applying to, I still feel that way. And it kind of like worries me that other people don't have a school that they're in love with as much as I am, at least.
Yeah, no, I honestly think I handled all of this pretty well. Obviously, we'll see what happens, whether I do or do not get into where I need to go.
Once I know where I'm going to college, everything is going to be easier. Just like, it's always going to be there in the back of my head that like, it's okay, I'm already in. Oh my God, wait, it's out.
Hi everyone. I just got my letter back from Georgetown.
It's loading.
I don't know what it says. What does this mean?
Obviously, this is the worst time for my computer to be so slow.
Sadly, it was a deferral.
Oh my God, I'm in.
No, I didn't get in.
But again, I'm not really surprised.
What the hell?
I never wanted to say this because I didn't want to jinx it, but like I knew I was getting in. Not to be annoying, but I like had a feeling.
So now it is time for me to buckle down, apply to a couple other schools.
Hey Mom, guess what?
You going to Wesleyan?
I'm going to Wesleyan!
Oh my God, I'm so happy about it. The other one's Daddy.
Oh good, tell him. Oh, I'm so happy, Mom. I said tell Dad when you get on the phone with him.
Okay, I'm so excited, and you're the best. It's going to be the best thing for you in your entire life.
Well, I got my decision in from my ED, and I got rejected, and it really sucked. And then I had to dance and finish rehearsal after that, so that made it worse. And then I went home and I burned everything that I'd ever gotten from that college.
I got into Wesleyan. I got into my first and only school that I applied to.
I figured I was going to get deferred. I did get deferred. And it said in the letter there's still a shot, about 10%. Yeah, they said 10% of students that get deferred round 1 can make it in round 2. I'm not banking on that.
I'm super confused as to why I didn't get in, because I was almost overqualified. Between the rejection and exams, I spent my Christmas break applying to, I think, 5 more schools: Tufts, BU, GW, WashU in St. Louis, and NYU.
I have sent out, I believe, 12 or so more applications to various schools, and we're going to wait to hear back from those.
Now I'm putting all my eggs in the NYU basket because I realized that I don't want to not be in New York City for college. I just feel like there's so many opportunities in that city. It's just amazing. I mean, there's nothing like it.
The more I think about it, the more places I visit, the more I realize that it doesn't really matter where you go so long as you go somewhere.
You need to find someone that's going to make you the happiest, and you need to worry about how you're going to feel spending 4 years of your life there. And don't go somewhere just because of the title, just because it's Ivy League, or because it has a better reputation, just because it's a great school for someone else, maybe in your family or at your school, someone you're friends with, doesn't mean that it's the best school for you.
The norm at the school is very, I have to pick this one school. If I don't get in, it's the end of the world. And you see these people killing themselves over something that, I think at the end of the day isn't as big a deal as it's made out to be.
Yeah, I think I took it a lot harder than I should have. And in front of other people, I put on a brave face, but at home, I was definitely super depressed about it.
I think if I hadn't stressed about it as much as I did in my life, that I would have worse grades, and I wouldn't have been as motivated to work as hard and win awards and stuff like that. So I definitely think that, for me, all the work ended up paying off. So I'm really happy that I put the pressure on myself. The worst thing that happens is you're not happy, and you can transfer somewhere else, and then you'll be happy.
That makes this whole process that much easier to go through.
Okay. Open it up.
I've been ready to go to college since the end of last year.